Hey guys, what's up? And today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers Siege Commander class, JETFIRE. Now, usually I would take a look at the packaging first, but I got this guy when I was younger, before I decided to preserve the boxes, and so I threw out the box after getting this guy, which is a decision that I regret. So I don't have a box to show, but we can show, if we just move JETFIRE away, he goes whoosh. And so now that he's gone, we can take a look at his accessories. So we will start with the chest plate. As you can see, Autobot symbol up there. We will get to the Autobot symbol later and my problems with it. But overall, really nice looking chest piece. The back is pretty hollow. There is a reason for that we will get to. Now, he also includes a crap ton of other accessories. We'll look at those now. And here they are. I'll move this out of the way. But we can look at his other accessories. So, what should we do first? Let's look at the cannon launchers first. So he's got these big cannon launchers here. Not really much to them. And he's got two. He's got two of all of his accessories except for the chest plate and the battle mask. Mask holds on up. So. And then here's his gun. Again, he's got two of. And here is his arm cannon. Two of that. Here are the missiles. You can see those. And then these are the photon missiles. And then he comes with just a bunch of explosions. So you can make, like, Michael Bay's dreams come true. Now, you can combine all the accessories. So to combine them, first we will take the mask and the chest plate. We just want to open up the chest piece and put the mask in here, and then we can just close it. Now, we want to take the guns, flip in the handles, and you can see this gun has a secondary handle here, which turns this into a double barrel. So now there's a handle in the middle now, so it turns it into a double barrel, and the double barrel plugs into here, like so. Now you can just take these arm cannons and you tab them into the sides of the double barrel and then just plug them in like that. Just plug it into the side of the double barrel and then just plug the peg in here and plug it in at all the different spots. Now you just want to take the cannon launchers and put the missiles in here. Put the missiles in the cannons, and then you want to take the photon missiles and just attach the cannons to the missiles like this. Attach the cannon to the missile, and now you just want to attach the missile to here, and then attach it to here, and there is the combined mode for the weapons, and you can plug the blast effects onto the back if you wish. So you can just plug these on, and just peg this one on like here maybe, and then it can also like be getting shot. You can also just like plug these bits into these cannons as well. That's an option. You can just essentially put all this wherever you want to put it. And there's accessory storage, and it's also a spinning top. So moving along from that, here is JETFIRE himself, who I prefer to call him Skyfire. That's just personal preference. And just to clarify, no, it is not because Skyfire is G1 and G1 is better, because I do not follow by that belief. I as you can probably tell, I am not very much a G1er. There are many Transformer series that I think are far superior to G1, but I just generally prefer the name Skyfire over Jetfire. I like to call this guy Skyfire, but all the other versions of Jetfire, they can be Jetfire, but this one gets to be Skyfire. So, the nose cone, all nice and blocky. You can see he's got a lot of intakes there. He's got, like, the top compartment done up in red with a clear blue. The fins, thrusters, landing gear. Because the landing gear, he rolls. But, yeah, so he's a very nicely detailed, big, like, jet. I don't even know if I would want to call him a jet. Like, he's definitely a jet, yes, but I would say he's more of, like, a transport plane. That was more so what he did with this mode in the cartoon, at least. Now, this mode does have a few gimmicks. Like, you can obviously retract the landing gear if you want to, and it cleans up really nicely. It does the same thing on the back. Yay! Retractable landing gear. Let's bring that back out. Next gimmick. This is one that's somehow I never figured out until, like, a year of owning this thing. Because it's not in the instructions anymore. It's so weird. They didn't put this in the instructions or anything, but he's got an Autobot symbol, right? But we all know that Skyfire in the G1 cartoon, he used to be a Decepticon for like 30 minutes, and then he changed sides to the Autobots. And so if you want to emulate that, you can just push on this and turn the Autobot symbol around into a Decepticon symbol if you want to emulate back when he used to be a Decepticon. So he can be a Decepticon, or you can turn it back to Autobot, which is really nice. I like that you can do that. That's a really cool feature that they hid in there. And you can also open this up and put headmasters in, open this up, take an engine out, and put some headmasters in. But I'm not going to show that for the sake of time, because I only have so much storage space on my camera, so, you know. So, you can also flip down these fins and attach this upper section here to the top, like so. And that looks kind of dumb, but also kind of awesome at the same time. You can obviously plug any of the blast effects onto the back thrusters. You can just combine the blast effects into one big boom, like that. Options with the blast effects are very nice. But now I think it is as good a time as any to get into how to transform this thing. So, to transform Jetfire here, first thing we're gonna do, just to make this easier to record, and this is a step, but this isn't generally the first step, but I'm just gonna use it as the first step because it's easier to record. Just want to flip this section back, flip this section down, and bring the wing in like so, and then just bring it up and tab it in. Then you do the same thing with the other wing, like so, and now his wings are front facing. So now you just you can flip in the landing gear. Oh, I forgot to mention he has like these bits that other figures can hang on to. He has them up here too. Yay, gimmicks. Now you just want to lower the camera. Just going to untab the thrusters. Come on. It's a bit tight. Bit of a tight fit. There we go. So now, after that, you can just extend the legs and bring this thruster section in, which will tab the legs together, like so. Do the exact same thing for the other side. Just tab all that together. And now if you just want to take this section, just bring it up. And this is where the headmasters would sit. And now you just want to bring this up and close it. And now with the feet, you just want to bring this out. And then bring out the heel. Bring this out. Bring out the heel. And now we can stand him up. And he is so friggin' tall. He's a commander class, so he's a big guy. Get that tabbed in. Now you just want to untab these thruster sections. So bring this big section down like that. Now just untab the underside of the jets and just bring the underside out, and you will see that that is the arms now. You bring the underside out, it is the arms. And now we're just going to bring this whole section down, which will essentially just reveal everything and start to bring everything into form. Now you just want to bring this up and bring it down, rotate it around, flip out his hand, tuck this in, tab that in, exact same thing on the other side, and we are finished. There's Skyfire in bot mode. I love this thing. This thing is awesome. He is so cool. He is just wow. He's so good. And I just realized that I forgot to do jet mode comparisons. Alright, hold up. Alright, he's back in jet mode now. For the comparison time. So, here he is with his leader, Optimus Prime. Here he is with his soon-to-be leader, Hot Rod. And I don't want to transform Megatron, but Megatron is around the same size as Hot Rod here, so, you know. That would be how he would stack up with his previous leader. So now let's get this guy back into his robot mode. Alright, here he is back in his bot mode. Whew, that was agonizing. But as you can see, very nice head sculpt there. Moving down the body, Autobot symbol, or if you fancy it, Decepticon symbol, which I do fancy it. So, moving down the body, all the beautiful sculpting. If you like the way that the bit of blue looks, like if you want the IDW shattered glass look, then you can just leave this down, because this was how it looked in shattered glass. But if you don't like that, you can just flip it back up. I wish there was a way to shorten it while still showing the blue, but there isn't, unfortunately. Now, articulation-wise, head can move up and side to side. The arms are ratcheted. They can do all that, and then they can also move out. Rotation there, and pretty good elbow. He has wrist swivel and hand articulation, which the holder for the accessories flips in when they're open, so that's pretty cool. Waist swivel. His legs go up that far, back that far. They can move out. Thigh swivel. Legs do a 90. And the feet are on a very tight pivot. Now, for comparison, here it is with Optimus Prime. Here he is with Hot Rod. You can just barely see Hot Rod there. And here he is with Megatron. You can see how that group stacks up. Just gonna make Megatron mad there. Now, there, you can hear the figures. There is one more feature that is worth noting, and it is with this. So first, let's get this disassembled. So what you want to do with all the pieces once they are disassembled is, so to set up JETFIRE for this, you just want to open up these little side sections on his chest, and then you just want to bring out the pegs here. I find that the easiest way to do this is to flip this piece out and then flip it back in so that this gets caught and flips up. And now JETFIRE is ready to combine with his accessories. So first things first, we're just going to take this section here, this chest piece, and guess where we're going to plug it? His chest. Yes, the chest piece goes into the chest. I know, I am just that good. Okay, sometimes it gets a bit tricky though because of the way it works. I like to get one side in first and then bring it out so that I can tab the other side in. Just, I don't know, it makes it easier for me. Come on. It's not an easy thing to do though, but once it's in, it locks in. Then you just put the mask on his face. Now, we're just going to plug the photon missiles onto the tips of his wings. Plug the photon missiles into the wings, right there. Now we're just going to plug the arm cannons to his arms. Surprise, surprise. Now we just want to take these sections here, these bits, and they will just peg into his back. Right there. And then this gun plug into his hand. And there is combat-ready JETFIRE. And I am comfortable calling this form JETFIRE because this form is meant to look like the original G1 JETFIRE toy, which for legal reasons they couldn't put in the show. But this is meant to emulate that old, the Valkyrie JETFIRE. And I do quite like it. Like, you can just see all the bulk that it gives them. Like, the mask looks awesome. Chest plate, just everything about it just looks awesome. But now we get to what I was saying about this Autobot symbol here. You can't use this form in JETFIRE's Decepticon mode, because this Autobot symbol does not have a Decepticon option. I know Toy Hacks did put out a sticker set that gives this a Decepticon symbol, but then if I wanted to switch between Autobot and Decepticon for this mode, I would have to buy 2 JETFIREs, so that I would have 2 chest pieces. And that's not happening. So it really does suck that there's no, like, option to flip this around. I feel like the budget for this opening could have went to, like, flipping this around, and then the mask could have, like, stored somewhere else on the combined mode for the accessories. I really do wish that the budget for this opening up went to, like, a flipping symbol on here, so that the base robot could have the flipping symbol and the chest plate could have it. But unfortunately, that's not what ended up happening. What ended up happening was we got a stupid opening gimmick and stuck with Autobot permanently for this mode. Yeah, like, even with that gripe, I cannot deny how awesome this battle mode looks. It doesn't hinder his articulation, so articulation stays all the same. You can still get him into the same poses. He just has a bunch of weapons hooked onto him. But, yeah, so there is my review on the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Commander Class JETFIRE. I couldn't figure out how to do a mouthful for that one. See you on the flip side.